It's very loud. We are live. Welcome to Circle Shenanigans. How's it going, everyone? I am Brother Paul. With me, I have my co-host Reese. Welcome, Reese.
Hey, everyone.
And of course, with us, we have our fantastic guest for the week, the one and only, the Dread King Logan. Welcome. Great.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic tonight.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh
Yes.
man, it's been a minute. We keep trying to do this, and finally,
Yes, sir.
Super excited. One of the biggest questions is when are you coming back to wrestling and if, but we'll get to that later.
maybe.
Maybe. For now, let's get into a little bit of what have you been doing since you left? How's everything been going?
Everything's been going great. My body feels good. Focused on lifting and focused on my family, and life's good for me, man. I feel pretty good. I don't feel so beat up.
That's fair. That's fair. You've had a really crazy schedule. Well, I'm pretty sure most of last year.
Oh yeah. Definitely, bro. No sleep and all work.
Yeah, I can only imagine how it feels. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's get straight into it. What do you got for us?
So, what was the first gimmick you wrestled under, if you
Oh my
remember?
God. Yeah. I originally when I started wrestling, I wrestled as the Dark Star Logan.
Okay.
And I've always been Logan. That's always been my name. And the Dark Star was like originally it was just Logan, and then I added the Dark Star to it because I always thought like everyone cheers for a superstar, so why not cheer for the opposite? And usually the Dark Star is like a mega star in the solar system, so I kind of rolled with that. I had no like I wrestled in a kilt. I was kind of like an emo kid. It was a weird time in my life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Eyeliner and nail polish and figuring out who I was, and I
All the
wrestled in a kilt because Raven was a big inspiration for me back then.
absolutely all the wild, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Josh is here. My mom's here. Hi, mom.
So, did you always know what you wanted to be a pro wrestler?
Oh man, yeah. So like when I was younger, my first memory of wrestling was like when Hogan helped Flair win the Rumble, and I was like, how did that even happen? But it's like my first earliest real good memory, and I never missed a Monday Night Raw. I mean, I never missed one. I VHS taped everything. I studied it. I lived it. Jake the Snake was my guy. Like, I just, bro, wrestling was there when I would feel alone, when I didn't have anybody. It was like my first love because it was always there. It always understood me. It always you could always rely on the good old wrestling to be on television and wipe any misery away that when you feel kind of by yourself at times. I always
Nice.
tell my queen, I always tell my wife, I always tell her like, you're my first real love, but wrestling was my first love.
Nice. That's very nice.
Yes.
So, when you were growing up in wrestling, did you look more up to the baby faces or the heels?
I looked up to the hard workers, the ones that I related to, the ones that had really good story and gimmick. Like, so I grew up watching WWE or WWF at the time, and I liked the WCW, WWF wars. Like 97 was the year of wrestling, but then I found ECW, and it just completely changed everything to me. Like ECW was holy shit, man. Can we swear? I'm gonna swear anyways. I don't care. I'm the king. So ECW was like the whole fucking show. It was just so good. The stories were amazing. It was realistic. It was hard hitting. You got a little bit of everything. And like it was just almost you felt almost dangerous watching it. Like you shouldn't be watching this. Like when you're driving down a freeway and you see a car wreck, you know everyone's hoping to see that body or something weird. That's what ECW was. You never knew what you're gonna get. That's why I love wrestling so much, man. Is you can do so many different things.
Absolutely.
Did you
Yeah.
have a favorite in ECW?
Oh yeah, it was definitely well Shane Douglas obviously. That's my guy, man. Raven was one of my guys. Taz, dude, they were all so good. Tajiri, holy shit, man. Like the Eliminators. Oh my God, were those guys awesome. Dude, everybody that was on that roster was like an underdog trying to make it. And that's what was so beautiful about it, because they had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and they did.
Nice.
Mike Awesome, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Josh is bullying me in the comments.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can't see comments because I had to go through the
You mean that I need
yeah.
King Talks, even though I am already being bullied. I'm just trying to think of my own stuff while you're over there. While I'm listening.
Bro, it's an open platform. We can talk about anything.
Well, speaking of Shane, then let's get into a little bit of your team formation. Tell us about how you came about with Midwest Scum and the Dark Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
What was the question?
I said tell us about how you came up with some of your teams, with such as Midwest Scum, working with Shane, and Dark Kingdom, and that.
So Shane and I. So I'll start with Shane. So I wrestled Shane like 2 years ago, and it was like a big deal to me because he's kind of like my idol. Like I always looked up to him. Like in fact, I asked him if I could use the belly to belly, and he said once you hit it on me, and if I approve it, yeah. So I hit it on him and I beat him with it, and he approved it. And then years later at Rhino's promotion, he came back to help me and guide me because he noticed I was kind of lost in my ways. And that's when the Shark the Blood Logan came out. And Shane's always been a mentor to me. Like the guy will call me and just have long conversations with me on car rides, and it's like a real honor to me because to him, like Bruno Sammartino is his guy, right?
Right.
Like that is his dude. But to me, Shane Douglas is my fucking guy. And when I tell him that, he's always like he always kind of like downplays it, but he doesn't understand like what he's done for me. So that guy I always get his back. If he ever called me and said he needed me to come out to his house and help move a sofa for an hour, I would be there. I don't care. Like
Crazy.
Shane is, dude, he's awesome. So the Dark Kingdom is funny. Asmodeus is one of my that's my brother, dude. Like,
right.
You fuck with him, you're gonna get the raw end of the stick with me.
That's fair.
He didn't like me at first. And I didn't like him.
Oh.
Like not at all. All my best friends I've not liked right off the rip. Like my best friend, I didn't like him. Like everybody, it's kind of crazy. So him and I were kind of like weird, like how he said like who the fuck is this guy, and I was like who is this guy, and we got put together as a tag team.
Oh, okay.
And that man has taught me so much about myself, things I didn't know that I loved, things I didn't know I would love. Like he's looked out for me. Like I would take a bullet from him like he would take a bullet from me.
Right.
The thing is though, we're two tough motherfuckers, and those bullets would bounce off. So. But dude, there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, man. Like when we were in the ring together too, it was just magic. Like the stuff we could do and it just looked right.
Oh yeah.
And it just kind of fell apart, unfortunately. And that's how wrestling goes. Time unfortunately breaks down everything. And with Midwest Scum, Zach. So when I met Zach, I didn't like that little son of a bitch either.
Oh wow.
Really?
I didn't like him at all. And then we had our first match, and I don't know if he ever told you the story, but when we had our first match, I like to go hard, and a lot of these dudes don't go hard.
Right.
And I powdered Zach. I hit him so fucking hard, and he threw it right back. And in the middle of the match, you can hear me on video go, finally, someone that can fucking go. And we just started going, man. And at the end of that match, we were hugging, and we loved each other. And I said, you can stay tonight at my house. And ever since then, he's been hood ratting on my couch.
Wow.
And now we're Midwest Scum. Darren McCarty took us in. We're the first. I'm the first to be sponsored by Darren McCarty, and then Zach was sponsored by him. Zach's a really big part of my life. Like, that's my little brother. Like, there's nothing I wouldn't do for that kid either. We talk all the time. Like, we've been through so much together. Midwest Scum is like who we are as people together. Like, what you see is how we are together outside.
Okay.
We just like to have fun and just clang and bang.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man. Like, Zach's like he was a diamond in the rough, and I like to think I took him under my wing and helped influence him to, reach for higher, better goals. And I think he's done really well for himself, and I think he's going to do amazing stuff in this world, even without me.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting.
Yeah. But Midwest Scum fucks. It's cool.
I remember seeing you guys down at RPW in 2021. You guys won the RPW tag titles.
Yeah.
You guys were like the best team there. I mean, you dominated, you beat up every other team, and
then I got my leg fucked in the one match.
Yeah, I
The one
remember.
that came out at the end.
Yeah, I remember. Zach helped you out, I think.
Yeah, guess what? We're still champions.
Yeah, you guys are still
Wow.
I'm
champs.
technically still a champion. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
Absolutely crazy.
yeah. But I remember that night, and then the next month he went on to fight Madman Fulton at IWR.
Yep.
Yeah.
They like to put me against the biggest guys.
Big
Yeah.
man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mind.
Yeah. With
Dude, IWR home.
yeah. With the height difference, would you say that's like an advantage or a challenge?
I don't know. Like, have you ever climbed a mountain?
No.
Yeah, me neither. But I have to lately. I guess at IWR every time. I mean, you've seen Big Con, Redbeard,
Yep.
PCO,
Yep.
fucking
Madman.
Madman,
Sure.
Vladimir. All those dudes are way taller.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's not an advantage to them because they got to come down to my size, and I can just bang and clang low.
Oh yeah.
I bring it to them for my size. I know that.
Absolutely.
Most
I've
definitely.
had some crazy matches there.
Yeah. I saw the PCO match. That was crazy.
Yeah, that felt crazy. I don't know if you saw my face afterwards, but he put me against that wall, and my whole eye.
Dude, you were there. I was like, we were next to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I hit that so hard, I don't remember.
That dude, for his age too, does wild stuff.
Yeah.
PCO.
Oh, bro. He's what was really cool is after that match how he kind of like, even though like we were at odds, he looked at me and said like, "You are a rare specimen,"
Wow.
which is cool, man. Like to hear that from him because he's crazy and I'm crazy too.
Absolutely.
People say PCO is my dad. People say Rhino is my dad too.
Really?
You remind me of a small version, a slightly smaller type of version like Rhino.
When I first came back to wrestling, I went to a class show and people knew who I was, but I had not had a match back yet. And I remember I walked through to go watch the show, and like I had to walk through the crowd. And as I'm walking through the crowd, this is like maybe like 2 weeks when I was coming back. I can't remember who said it, but there's somebody in the crowd and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Logan. He looks like Baby Rhino." I'll never forget that. It's stuck in me ever since. And then there's a really funny moment where we're at a show and I go up to Rhino and I introduce myself to him, and it's like the first time, and I'm like, "Hey, just so people, my wife tells me that you could be my dad," and he was like, "Oh, that's funny." So I'm getting ready to go out, and I feel his tap on my shoulder, right? And I turn, it's Rhino, and he goes, "Go get him, son." Yeah,
Oh.
but don't get me wrong, I'll still beat Rhino's ass.
Yeah.
That would be a good match too.
That was.
Good idea.
Oh, he put me through a table,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
through a door.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
Dude, he's nuts.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he still does it as well as he does it with what he's done.
Mhm.
Well,
Bro, how was IWR without the Dear Dread King last show?
It's not the same,
it's-
but it was a good show.
it's sad.
Really?
Kind of made up with Trey.
Oh yeah, I'm glad Trey's
Trey came back and
Yeah, Trey came back.
took
Yeah,
by storm really quickly.
I want to
Sorry.
wrestle Trey.
That'd be awesome.
If I come back to wrestling, that's who I would like to wrestle.
That'd be awesome.
Hmm Silas Young came out and he challenged anyone in the wrestling world to a match for February.
I wrestled Silas.
Really? It'd be cool to see a return.
No, I have never had. Nobody's called me. I gotta stay. I'm staying to my word.
Speaking of IWR, maybe he'll show up at one of the Ohio shows.
Maybe.
They're gonna start doing.
Yeah, they're starting to do.
They branched out most recently.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't wrestle in Michigan, so maybe I don't know.
It's true. Yeah, Port Clinton's coming up.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
February 7th and February 8th.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Never know.
Never know.
Anything could happen.
Anything.
Hmm
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but anything.
Right. Absolutely. But anything can happen. You never know.
Yeah.
So we've all seen, serious Dread King and fun Dread King. And I've talked about this one before, so I'm curious on what your stance is. We had you defending the title against a serious, not so playful, more so, in the game type of Kenny Urban. What was that like?
Oh, when I had to wrestle Kenny and defend the title.
What was it,
Kenny,
more serious?
Kenny's more of a Kenny likes to play. He psychologically messes with you.
Oh yeah.
If you think about it, like people laugh and joke at what he does, but when you're in the ring wrestling him, it kind of messes with you. Because you know, I want to punch you in the face, but then you're pulling this stupid goose out in my face.
It's not really a punch thing, but you know, he got like that on the podcast too. We had him on, and I was like, I don't know what to say or do anything.
Right. It throws you off when you're in the middle. It's kind of a smart maneuver if you think about it.
Yeah.
You never know when he's going to pull it out. But I enjoyed wrestling Kenny. He got his ass beat, but
that is fair.
It was fun. He's easy to punch.
But it's crazy though. I'm just saying how he went from being this funny, happy, crazy guy to the most serious, trained person that he could be for one night, basically, and it showed as well.
The night he wrestled me, yeah, he was still fun in the ring, but he was, Do you know Kenny's trained in martial arts?
I didn't until when they told us when he was doing the training video for when he fought.
Yeah. But then so he's trained in martial arts. He does a serious video, and I don't know if he did it to psychologically mess me up or something. But because then he gets in the ring, he goes back to old Kenny, but then kind of busts out some of his seriousness throughout it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. I still beat him. So
the Kenny part was him trying to psych you out for the seriousness in the ring.
I don't know. It worked out for my end though.
It was wild and crazy.
The goose was on my hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
I felt the power of it. I understand why he has it.
Oh yeah. The goose is almighty and powerful.
Goose is cool. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I don't want it again though.
No.
He keeps it in his pocket. I don't know how often he washes his pants.
That's fair. There's one person I don't think we've talked about yet, and I don't know when we were going to get to it, so I'm going to get to it now because it annoyed the shit out of me for the first 6 months I went to wrestling.
Murph.
Good old Murph.
Yeah.
So what
was coming?
How'd it go? How'd it happen? What happened? Tell me about it.
Do I have to waste time on this?
Just at least 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a time limit. It's 5 minutes. Just a short story of how it happened and why.
He ran into the ring, and next thing you know, he's with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a short story. He got popped the first time he got in the ring. I had no idea who he was.
That's fair.
I took his head off. I thought he was some crazy fan.
It was just an actual fan attack.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he started to become part of it.
All right.
Yeah. I remember at the next show after you took his head off in the ring, I saw him put the neck brace on.
Oh god.
And I was like, that's fake. And then and then I was like, oh wait a minute, it's the guy who Drug King Logan beat him.
Yeah, he's a doof.
Oh my Lord.
That's someone looking for attention.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Murph's a good kid. He's just looking for attention.
He's a good kid. He's not that smart. He's a good kid.
No. I mean, someone's got to lick the stamps and put them on the envelopes.
That is fair.
I appreciate Murph for what he did and what he tried. He didn't do very good.
It's a good question. Rico from YouTube is here. He says, what does Zach think of Silly Goose? That's a good question. Zach had actual
multiple matches.
He had a Goose on a pole match.
And
he did. Yeah, I think Zach hates Goose now.
Maybe. He said the Goose had the most fun he ever had was with him. So
yeah, but that Goose is elusive. I can guarantee you.
Very true.
It haunts his dreams a bit.
Dude, when we did our interview with Kenny and our podcast, Goose kept just staring at me from the corner. I thought he was gonna attack me.
Yeah, he doesn't like sunglasses.
I don't like it. Well, luckily I didn't have sunglasses at the time. Thank God.
He was eyeballing you though. Maybe he knew you owned some.
Maybe he thought of something.
Anything can happen.
It's true. It's very true. Well, Kenny said he's coming back. That means I might have to get glasses for Goose. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
See where Goose is at the moment.
Just put a blindfold on Goose. One time at UCW, is it UCW? Yeah, UCW, Goose got stolen, and I had to wrestle against Sean Lawhorn when he was a hunter trying to get Goose.
A goose hunter?
Oh.
Not fair.
He's an animal hunter.
Animal hunter.
Yep. He went after Goose.
That's not cool at all.
Wow.
Very obsessed with Goose. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to wrestle.
I just wanted to do my job.
Yeah. He kept going for the Goose, and I just didn't get a pin.
Just got to take him out. That's fair.
It was weird. Yeah.
Well, as king, I feel like just, and just do that as well without any consequences.
Yeah, I do what I want. That's pretty cool.
Is there a particular match you like wrestling in the most? Like stipulation matches. I mean,
Oh, what style? Usually I like what we do at I like being the IWR heavyweight champion because there was no rules to the matches.
yeah,
I love that. I love when I can just do what I want to do and just beat up people with things that I find or whatever I want. The creativity you can have with no rules. But then again, I like just a basic normal match too. I guess it all depends on who I'm in there with. If I can be in there with someone I can make better or they can make me better, it's usually a benefit.
okay,
That's like the most fun for me is when I get to bang and clang with people that really want to go. You can get in there with people that can be lazy and don't want to dance, and then you can get in there with people that want to like work hard, and I appreciate hard work.
Absolutely.
nice.
You know, and if you like to hit hard, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, you're my friend.
So can you give us a few examples of people that you've been in the ring with that have had the most or the best chemistry with you? You feel?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you ever seen me and Zach wrestle each other.
Yeah.
Those are great matches. I always like when I go in that. I always know something special is going to happen. My best friend Scotty Freytown, he doesn't wrestle as much anymore, but him and I, when we had matches, people were always like. So when I first came back to wrestling, I wrestled as that wrestler Logan, and we were at DSW when that was around, and it was like our first match back, and that made people know who we were. And I told Roughhouse Rob before, I said, hey, we're gonna go hard, man. So I want you to know, like, I'm gonna try to make the roster have to follow this. But Rob got the bright idea to fucking say that to the whole roster while I was standing there, and I was like, oh man, dude. So we get out there, and well, before that, somebody's standing there, and he's like, no problem, we can outdo them. And Levi Blue taps him and goes, no, this is a problem, because he knows how we wrestle. So we get out there and we had this crazy, like, amazing match as an opener. And his chemistry with me is just so, it's so good. Like the shit that we can do together. It's so wild. He's like an old 80s style wrestling kind of guy too, with like a little 90s flair to it. It's fun. Big Con.
Oh,
I love wrestling Big Con. I don't love how bad I feel afterwards,
right.
but I love wrestling him. He lets you know. I wrestled Latimer once. I enjoyed wrestling Tom, even though he took my title like a punk ass bitch. But who else do I really like? Sam Beal. I always have amazing chemistry with Sam. He's such an underrated talent. He's so good. I know if I got in there with Trey and I would put on something really special.
My gosh. Yeah.
PCO and I did something pretty good for
Oh,
a
yeah.
first time. That was really fun.
Right.
Anybody I've wrestled with at IWR, like even Ace Austin, I had like some really good work with.
Dude,
IWR is where I've had like my best stuff, I think.
that final match with Ace Austin was one of my favorites.
That was a great.
Shit.
Absolutely.
He's tough. He's tough, man. I mean, he did his job.
Got a new United States champion though in Myron Reed.
Yeah.
Ace did really well. He held it for a little bit, but the young goat pulled it out.
Yeah, good. I mean, proud of him. That's awesome. Myron's amazing.
Absolutely.
The whole roster at IWR is fantastic. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Is there anyone?
You know who I really like wrestling? I'm sorry, is Atticus and Otis Koger.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Those two guys are so like, because they do deathmatch, people don't realize they can also wrestle regular matches, like just as well as anybody else. Like they're fucking awesome to work with and wrestle.
Yeah, they are really cool.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, was there anyone you wanted to work with in IWR? Well, I mean, you worked everyone, but
he's kind of said a few.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, we have gotten some new faces. Is there anyone you've seen, at the past shows, like pictures, video?
When I heard Vampiro was coming,
yeah,
I was like butt hurt because I want to wrestle him so badly.
Yeah,
I would love to wrestle if they could bring Masada Tanaka in. That would be the closest I'll ever get to wrestling Mike Awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to wrestle Masada Tanaka.
That'd be cool.
Oh man, that would be a dream. I got to wrestle Shane. That was a dream. I wish Taz would come back.
Yeah.
I would, or I would love to wrestle Samoa Joe.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. Who would you guys like to see me wrestle?
Let's see.
How about Asmodeus?
Asmodee.
Asmo.
Oh,
Oh.
wrestle my homie. This
What's
son of a bitch.
I see you. I see you.
Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, that's
FGC
awesome.
guy. Ah,
Oh, that tag team partner.
yes.
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
awesome.
the kingdom has arrived.
The Dark Kingdom
Crazy.
is here. I got to keep an eye on you. I always got to keep an eye on my bro.
Yeah, I was just talking about you earlier.
This is absolutely awesome.
Yes, I heard. I've been here the entire time, man. I appreciate the kind words, brother.
Oh, bro, shut up.
I mean, he was right, though. That match that he had with Keith, he's backstage like, I'm going to have the best match tonight. I just looked over and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Then he got his eye busted open. He had to go drive his motorcycle home. And I was laughing at him.
Second show.
Oh, it's the
First show
second show.
Yeah, so up yours.
I was just laughing that you got your eye busted open. You had to drive your motorcycle home.
Kicked right in the freaking eye, and that thing swelled up. I remember as I'm getting pinned, I look at the ref and go, "Get me some fucking ice." And I had to jump on a motorcycle and drive home with like Cyclops.
Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Yeah, I rode the line all the way.
Oh, I bet. Just get me out of here.
Yeah.
Get me home.
Bro, this man, he's been there for me for some shit. Passing a bag off as I'm fleeing. All types of shit.
Yeah, it was
We're not
it was
talking about that.
Shotwell actually was like, who do I want to tag with? He brought the attention, and it's like after seeing you for a while and talking to you for a while, man, I was just like, why don't you tag me and Logan together? Let's see how that plays out, man, because he seems like a powerhouse. I think we would work good together, and it was like a match made in heaven.
He needs better gear though. His gear looks like shit.
Yes, it's bad. I
It
admit
was
that.
bad. It was terrible. This man helped me grow up, man. He taught me like what wrestling is and how to like kind of have an attitude, but in a good way.
I told you what real heel is like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how to protect yourself, how to not take shit, how to find yourself and be who you are. Like he was like, I kind of leveled out his attitude and he leveled out my attitude. So like I brought out his good, he brought out my bad, and it was like fucking perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you said earlier, it was like we connected so well in the ring. Like I never felt that before. It was awesome, man. We just clicked together.
Super sexy.
Extremely sexy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Well, now that we got both of you, we've asked these questions and some predictions through dream matches per se from Asmodeus. So let's do the team one type of thing. How do you see, or what would you see happening for per se the Dark Kingdom versus the Wyatt family or the Brothers of Destruction?
oh man.
Yeah, like how do you see it happening? Would it like who would win? How would it go down? Where would it go down?
I think him and I would. Oh, go ahead.
Something like that, you want to build up a good story, man. I could see us going back and forth for a while with something like that.
Yeah. But I can also see us taking their kneecaps out in the parking lot because they're huge. And then wrestling them.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
I'm about to cut your hair off, boy, and use it as toilet paper.
Yep.
The Dread King's like, we fought Rowan. I know what it's like. I'm just gonna chop him from behind real quick. Like,
Well, technically, didn't I beat one of the Wyatts for the championship?
yep,
He did, Eric Rowan.
Yep.
So let's just say
So that works out. We got one down.
you just chop him down. There you go.
Yeah.
Now it's a 2-1.
Technically, we got two
Honestly,
down.
We
Yeah.
were like a psychological team. We kind of fucked with you on the entrance and shit. It was all like our entrance was so sweet.
Yeah. That was like our main thing is mind games and playing with people and just getting in the ring and just fucking you up, man.
Yeah, we got our asses handed to us too.
Yeah, but you had that too. The good old dick twist. Thanks for that, by the way.
Thanks, Matt Just. I warned you before. You guys want to hear a funny story?
Absolutely.
Okay, so they used to chant at Horror Slam, twist his dick to me. I don't know why. It was like, twist his dick. And I always go like this, and I'd be like, nah, F you. Well, Matt and me have this match, Matt Justice, right? And they start chanting twist his dick. And I think Matt thinks they're chanting it for him. So I'm getting ready to actually yeehaw him. Well, Matt comes in and grabs me but he's really twisting it. I mean, he's squishing me, and I'm freaking out. So I reach back and grab his back and squeeze it as hard as I can, which has him let go of me finally. So then we end up having Matt Justice and Chuck Stein versus the Dark Kingdom. And I warn Asmodeus, if they chant twist his dick, I'm rolling away from Matt. And Asmodeus looks me right in the face and goes, he ain't going to do that. It's a work. They chanted twist his dick. And you see me immediately get over to Chuck. And he grabs Asmodeus right by the junk and squeezes it. And he looks at me and he's like, it's real.
I know.
Bro, that hurt so damn bad. I felt both of my testicles screaming for pain, screaming, trying to get out of my pants, man. Oh my God. It's like, brother, I looked at him like, brother, it's a work. It's a work, brother. Let go. Jesus.
I didn't let go.
No.
I body slammed Chuck by his.
We got a comment from Donald says Violence is Forever versus the Dark Kingdom would be an awesome match.
Hey,
I'm interested.
I gotta be careful. I can't get Zach mad. Although, I'm gonna do a three people. I'm out of the game.
The 6-man.
I'm out of the game.
Yeah, so am I, brother. I'm out of the game. I'm out of the game. Especially me starting up my new company now. I'm fucking done.
Yeah. But if I ever came back,
if
maybe one, maybe just the one
more,
maybe
just one,
maybe
or run.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just a nostalgia purpose. If I ever came back.
For a whole
I'm
year.
pretty happy alone at home though. Not sore.
Fun.
Yeah. And then especially getting away from the drama helps.
Yeah. I love wrestling. I love it. Like I will always love wrestling. But sometimes it's fun to just sit back and not let it take over you. And sit back and watch other people chase the dream for a while.
Absolutely.
You know? Everyone buys a ticket on a train, right? And it's your choice where you get off and what stop.
Yep.
You can get back on it too later on. The train keeps going. There's enough assholes to shovel coal.
It's a great expression. By the way, that was a great liner earlier. It's like, can we swear? I don't care. I'm the king.
Yeah.
I was dying.
It's coming.
Dying.
I'll wait for it. And then he's like, who cares? Okay.
Some stuff I have to censor myself. I'm nothing like the Dread King. The Dread King is a whole different person.
Oh yeah.
No, like you don't know. Like ask my wife. It comes out. Like he's not me.
He's not.
No, Az knows. It's
the same way with Asmodeus. You don't. When I'm backstage and I get in that Asmodeus mode, you don't want to be nowhere near me. He's an asshole.
Okay.
My prep is I have to bring him out, so I literally slap the shit out of myself in the back.
Wow.
Yeah, I get myself pumped. I start talking to him. He's there. He's there right now.
That's wild.
You know, when you start doing something for so long, it becomes real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's Dread King, there's Dread King Midwest Scum, and then there's Verdi or Logan, who's me. But I keep Dread King really put away because I can't bring him out during the day. It's not good.
Yeah, it was always the same way with Asmodeus. The things I had to think about and do to get myself in that mindset with the things I didn't want to talk about because it's going to get me in a dark place. You know what I mean? But that's how you get in the character. Yeah, that's how you get yourself in that character, and that's how you get that emotion going. And the people see that and they feel that, and it's like, wow, man, this guy really looks like he's suffering and he's in pain and everything because the stuff that's running through my head to get me in that spot.
Yeah, art is pain.
Yeah.
You know? Any good artist or good song or good anything was written either on really good drugs or in pain.
Or both.
You know? Or both. That's the best music though, you know? True. Look at Nirvana, look at anything that was
true.
That's beautiful art in motion. That's what we do in the ring, we bring art to life. We tell our stories that that's what I love about wrestling so much is you can tell so many different stories and paint so many different pictures and people can take it in so many different ways. And there's no right or wrong way.
Right.
And that's what's beautiful about wrestling. aside from all the drama and all the things that happen, when you're in that ring and you're in there with your brother or you're in there with a guy that you know is going to give you something real special that night,
Right.
that's a gift. Because you're doing something that few people can do. And there's a lot of people watching you, and
Right.
you're in that ring. Lovato said in a seminar once, and I always take it to heart. He asked everybody, what is wrestling to you? And everyone had like the similar answer. And then I said, what's wrestling to you? And he said, it's responsibility. And it is responsibility.
Okay.
It's about being responsible to honing the ways and paving a path for others, to telling the stories, to sticking to tradition, to being a good, honest person.
Right.
You know, carrying yourself with honesty and pride and dignity. You're a champion in the ring and a champion outside the ring. Act it. Don't be a douche, you know? Help those. Guide. Be better than the last generation.
Absolutely.
That's what wrestling is. It's responsibility. A lot of people forget that.
Absolutely.
You can be in it for yourself, but you can also be in it for everyone else. Mentor people, guide them. If you want it to be better, you have to be better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I love wrestling. There's so many different people in it.
Yeah.
It's been a great adventure.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the next generation and helping, what's some key points and advice that you could give to some of the next generation or future, stars?
Be humble.
Okay.
That's what gave me so good. That's what made me get as far as I did. That and synergy. Synergy is the most important word in my vocabulary besides my wife's name. Synergy is... So I was at an XICW show in the back, and this changed my life. I'm sitting there with Shogun, Jackson Stone, and we just bullshit, and he goes, hey, Logan, you ever heard of synergy? I'm like, no, tell me. Synergy is when you put good energy out and you get good energy back. When you put bad out, you get bad back.
Right.
And it changed my life that day because all I've done from that point on is put good fucking energy out, and everything has come back to me tenfold better. I mean, look at IWR. There's no reason I should have been champion. There's no reason maybe my hard work, but I'm a good person. Darren McCarty, when he sponsored me,
Right.
he said to me, I didn't sponsor you because you're a wrestler. I sponsored you because of who you are.
Wow.
And that's what's important to me. It's always to have someone have good things to say about me, not shitty things. And if you are going to say shitty things, say my name right.
Absolutely.
Yes. Even though you're not really wrestling that much anymore, would you consider coming back to like train younger wrestlers or younger individuals wanting to be wrestlers?
I think so, but I like to mentor kids. I like to help them in life. I think I don't have a name that I would think people could use to go other places with, respectfully. I haven't done anything on TV or I haven't done anything special like that. And I don't think it would be right for me to justify training younger guys in the ring if I haven't done anything really special myself. I don't think that's fair. I think they need to go after the names that will get them to places. I mean, that's honest shoot truth. But if they want to learn how to be a good person, how to carry themselves well, how to get pushed further, I have no problem mentoring these kids. There's a real problem right now in the youth of men right now. They don't have any guidance or leadership. I've just noticed that, like personally, that a lot of these young guys don't have people in their lives that are telling them when they're fucking up or when they're doing good. And men need to hear when they're doing good too.
Right.
And they don't get that a lot. Let's take a guy, and I'll bring his name up because I really like him, like Dean Hendricks. He's been coming over here. I've been mentoring him. He's been hanging out with me, working out. And he's opened up to me about a lot of stuff in his life, man. And I can see his growth now. And he's beginning to develop like a confidence level he's never had before. When Zach would come over, I'd like to take Zach and try to mentor him and because he's a lot younger than me. So these kids are younger, and I like to help them. And Zach has changed from day and night. His attitude's changed. But at the same time, helping these kids, I take pieces of them too. Like Zach has helped me develop a way to not be scared of like asking for things that I want. Like they teach me just as much as I teach them. My best friend Freytown, he's younger than me. I mentored him, taught him all about beer when I was into beer, taught him all about life and things like that. Now he has a home, 3 kids, beautiful wife, great life. I like seeing the people around me do well. And when my circle's strong, then I'm strong.
Right.
So you want to make sure the people around you aren't pieces of shit and that you can trust them. Like I know right now, if I called Az and I said, "Hey, I'm in a bind, I need a ride," he'd come over and get me right now, even if he has to be up at 4 a.m. And I do the same fucking thing for him.
Man,
He's
heartbeat.
already done shit like that for me. That's what's important right now in life to me. Right now, is just raising the people around me, fixing my family, making things good. Wrestling will always be there, and when I'm ready, if I'm ever ready, I can come back. But these people, they might not be there tomorrow, so you got to make sure that they're taken care of and that you tell them that you love them.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
People around you make you just as good as you make them.
Well, while we're on the subject of returning, possibly, what if it's a different way? What if Dread King, or not? What if? Well, kind of. What if? Is there a way that Dread King would come back as a manager, possibly?
Could you see the Dread King as a manager, bro?
Fully, but
No offense. That question is just irrelevant. Or whatever word I'm trying to say. I can't even say the word. I'm so. You think he would stand at the side of the ring and not do something? Come on, bro.
well, all the managers are pretty crazy. So.
No, I don't see that working. Pan out so well.
I don't think it would work.
Oh,
There's no way he would not be happy.
He's more of an in the ring person. I get it.
He's got too much anger.
Absolutely.
Dread King Logan is now a referee.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, it'd be 3 counting on their chest.
Maybe if there's 2 boxers in the ring.
I get myself DQ'd.
Or throwing out the ref and calling it a new one because he's just knocking out the competitors.
I am kind of scared. If I ever did come back, I'm a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been really putting the work in.
Yeah, I've seen your pictures and that. You look a lot bigger.
Yeah, I've been eating.
Yeah.
You never know.
King's putting in work, huh?
He's growing up to be a strong man.
Big strong boy. I got whole popsicles in my basement. Get your fat ass back here.
It's my strong hand.
Come here, Billy. You brought my friend down. What do you expect? You get Logan.
It's going to get weird.
Yeah. You're lucky we still have clothing on.
Well, I don't have any pants on. That's why I'm keeping the camera kind of close to my face.
I'll call you later.
Yes, please. FaceTime me. Only though it won't be faces. Oh, wait. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit. What do you got?
So what's up, boys?
So with your match, when you first fought Big Con at IWR, with your very first match, I mean, that was crazy. It was. I remember Big Con, he put you in the seat right next to me, actually.
Oh yeah.
And he chopped you in the chest, and I felt the wind from his hand going to your chest.
Yeah, and I felt my chest hit my spine.
Yeah.
Bro, I've never been hit so hard by a man.
Really?
Oh boy.
Okay, I thought Matt Justice chops were bad. Big Con is like holy shit. I don't know, like I know what a fly feels like now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
God damn. There was one time, so in the ring, I don't know if it was the first or second match, he suplexes me off the top rope and he put like a board thing he was standing on.
Yeah.
And he beat me up there, right?
Right.
And I watched the video afterwards, and you see Zach in the background, like, because you just hear kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And that was just my hollow ass chest being destroyed.
Jeez.
Like a bongo drum.
Right.
Yeah, I remember your chest after the first match. It was all red and
What's crazy about Big Con too is he's like one of the nicest dudes ever. But it's like you get in the ring and I owe him money or something. Bro.
Yes.
I could take a beating, but goddamn.
And it wasn't just one match; it was several other matches.
There was 3 or 4 of them I've been in with him.
Multiple poor abuses
and
of the
fatal 4-way with Heath. And
choke slams through doors, like smashed into walls, thrown into that stupid dumbass wall they got there all the time.
Pretty sure the bloodstain's still there too.
Yeah, the bloodstain's still there.
Yo, he threw me through a door wall.
It's very true.
I remember that.
He did throw
It didn't work out for me.
No.
No.
I mean, it looked cool, but it didn't feel cool.
What about the Legos and Tommy?
The Legos.
Yeah, Legos suck ass.
He's like, yeah, of course they're
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, what would you rather choose though? Would you choose Legos or thumbtacks?
Ooh,
So at one time they put them both in together.
that is true.
Yeah,
They
that's
do
true.
Um, honestly, I don't know what they both suck. I don't know.
They both suck. Honestly, I would pick
Thumbtacks. You know
Legos.
why I take the thumbtacks? They don't stick into my skin.
Do they? No, not really.
No,
Oh,
not really.
see, that's why
My
I hate
skin's really
thumbtacks. So
tough.
you go backstage and you got to pick 1,000 mile out of your hands and elbows, and
I don't like picking them out of my boots.
that too.
I'd rather pick them out of my skin than my boots. Dude, all day you're just like, and it's like stepping on ice afterwards.
Let's talk about some more gruesome, horrible type of wild wrestling with death matches. I most recently met when Midwest Scum versus Madman Pondo and his partner. We didn't I didn't catch all of it, but I caught some of it.
Shadow WX.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. Well,
Yeah, so
how would you like to do that? What's I don't know how stupid this question is. I don't know it's stupid, but like how and what's it like with the taking a light tube, and what's the experience like that and stuff like that?
those
Or like
suck.
death
They hurt, man. I give those deathmatch wrestlers, they get a lot of slack for what they do, but they love their sport. They love what they do. Light
Right.
tubes, they suck. They suck. I don't know. Did you watch the match I had, me and Zach against the Koger brothers?
Yeah.
Yep.
That fucking match is like honestly one of the best death matches I've ever seen.
Right.
But because we told a story, but at the same time, I have scars that like. So the night we're driving home, I'm like driving, and we get to this place we always go to called Soroki's. It's our stop afterwards. We get our snacks and everything. I get out of the car. I'm like, fuck, dude, my pant leg is so wet. And I roll my leg up, and there's a fucking 3-inch gash this wide, filleted open this big, just pouring, oozing gunk.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I just went home and bandaged it up. So now I got this bitchin' ass. Like I don't think I can. Oh fuck! I'll show it. I don't give a shit. I got this. This is what these guys deal with.
My lord.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a couple on my back from Chuck Stein from that. You know, what you don't hear is like the light bulb tubes suck, but the worst part is actually going home and taking a shower.
Oh,
It hurts so bad. The shower was the worst part of everything.
Yeah, panes of glass, those suck. That's what did that.
Oh,
Panes of glass, they just sliced me like. But you know what is crazy about a death match is that rush you get.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That energy rush where you're like, I know I'm about to be in a car accident and I can't fucking wait.
Yep.
I grew up on like Terry Funk and fucking Mick Foley
Yep.
doing death matches in Japan with exploding rings and shit. Like,
Wild.
what's her name? Fucking Bull Nakana. I fucking love her. Like watching all that shit, dude. Like, I always wanted to do that stuff, but then they always tell you, if you want to be on TV and things like that, it's not what you should be doing. So, you get swerved sometimes from what you want to do to what you think you want to do. And honestly, man, like when I first started wrestling, I told myself, I'm going to do this for me. And it's going to be like, so when I came back to wrestling, I watched Wrestle Kingdom, and I was into Kenny Omega. He kind of was like the thing that kind of brought me back. But then I watched Nick and Matt Jackson, and one of them looked in the camera at Wrestle Kingdom, and I swear to God, I thought he was looking at me. And he goes, I do this for a living. And I remember out loud saying, I will too, Nick. I will too. And the next day I went back to wrestling.
Wow.
It was wild. Like, it just like spoke to me. I watched Omega and Okada.
Man.
Bro. Like that match, anything Masada Tanaka, Mike Awesome. Holy shit. November to Remember, I think it was 01 or 99. That is my favorite match of all time.
Absolutely.
You watched Low Key versus Kenta in New York, ROH. Oh my God, dude. Kenta versus Kenta Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those matches changed everything on how I looked at wrestling. Although they hit each other hard as fuck.
Right.
I was just like, dude, this is what it should be. Anything Mick Foley, anything when he was Cactus Jack, his promos, his interviews, all that. Oh my God, dude. Like, you can't top that shit. Mike Awesome was so ahead of his time. I'm just tangenting right now. I can't help it. I just love talking wrestling.
You talk about some good wrestlers, though, man. And it's
Yeah.
like the same. That everything you're talking about is the same thing I was about to say. I was like Jesus, man. This is what I talk about. Me and him sync up together because exactly. I was going to say the exact same thing he was saying.
Yeah. ECW, man, like FMH. That was, or was it FM? Was it FMH? What was the one? What's his name, right? FMW. Was that what it was? Japan.
Oh, FMW.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was fucking wild.
yeah, that's great. I got a few of their
Tanks and
DVDs.
shit. Yeah.
Hayabusa, man. I was a big
Hayabusa.
Hayabusa fan.
Hell yeah, dude. Hayabusa was great. Great Albert. That was awesome. The Gladiator, Mike Awesome. All that shit was awesome, dude. I like to pull some. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like when I'm in there, sometimes I Vampiro walk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Or Mike Awesome, the points and shit.
Yeah.
Those are my, like, sometimes you like the Foley elbow. You know, I got call outs for things like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, who's got the best leg drop? Top rope leg drop.
Top rope leg drop. I
Are
think
you talking about in indies or are you talking about in the
Just
business?
say me and get it over with. Thank you.
Drake,
Thank you. Yes, you're right. I do.
Drake King. I think
Yes,
you have the best one.
Thank you, Reese. You're the best.
Thank you. No, I mean he did it on Latimer outside of the ring onto the table.
I did not think I was going to make that.
You didn't think you were gonna make that?
Not at all. If you watch it on video, I
Yeah.
do 2 bounces, and the first thing I think of is, oh, fuck.
I'll be honest with you. I was watching that. And I was like, he's not going to make it.
Bro, I barely touched him. I ate all that.
I was
It
gonna
looked
say,
sweet, though.
yeah, it was a sweet shot. I mean, it was a great match.
Oh, that match was really good. Yeah, Tom's a specimen.
I
I would
lost
love a rematch.
when Tom
Yes.
Latimer. Yes, we need a rematch. I couldn't believe it when Latimer won.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't believe either when Ace beat me.
Oh, when Ace beat you, I started crying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. If any compilation, that means a lot to me.
Nobody liked it.
You know, like to feel to know that you guys care that much, like to have people that actually give a shit about me and what I do in that ring. That means more to me than any paycheck I can get, any fucking moment in that ring, because you guys are like really what we do this for, you know. The reactions we get from you are like, it's like fuel to the soul. It's like heroin, you know. It's an addiction. So thank you for those tears. I really do appreciate that.
Thank you for all the great moments.
Hey man, it's awesome.
Um,
Life's not over yet.
Yeah, most definitely.
what would you say your biggest accomplishment you wanted in your career to happen? If it has, what is it? And if it hasn't, what do you want it to be?
My biggest accomplishment, or what do I want it to be?
Yeah. So like, what like when you started wrestling, what did you want as your biggest accomplishment? Like, has it happened, or and if it has, what is it?
Well, as a kid, everyone wants to be a WWE wrestler. I never WrestleMania, you know. I never was like, oh, I'll make it a WrestleMania. It's just like, I just wanted to be like a TV wrestler. But as I get older and as I think about it, my biggest accomplishment was being like Rhino's champ for IWR.
Okay.
I also think like my other biggest accomplishment is just doing this and not ever like being pissed at it
Right.
for what it is.
Absolutely.
So many people say, I'm so mad at the business. I'm so mad at this and that. The business doesn't owe us anything. It's there for us to make our way. It's there for us to have fun, tell our stories, and make it for what we make it. It's an inanimate object that we put life into.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that my biggest accomplishment is I never got bitter about it. It's always been there for me. I've always loved it.
Right.
I know it's a silly thing to think as an accomplishment, but I mean, that's really
What
hard.
is that accomplishment? It's better the way that I feel it now. You know, I have a totally different view on it than you do now. You know, I mean, I'm just so burnt out of it and don't want anything to do with it anymore. And you know,
But you
so
know, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Like I always see it, and I always think I can refill the glass. You know, mistakes and failures are meant to be learned from, not to be lost from. I've always
Yeah.
been that guy, you know, and that's where you and I always worked out because I always lifted you up and you always held me to where I needed to be because I always put my head in the clouds
Mm-hmm.
and you made me realistic with things that are, you know,
Bring
I
you back
need.
down to earth, man.
Yeah, which is fine. Sometimes I float away and I need someone to keep me fucking grounded. So that's what you do for me. I appreciate that.
Like me and
But the
Mason,
thing,
you got big dreams for the podcast. He's like, calm down. Slow
but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just think not getting burned out and pissed about it, and you know, like helping people and just having a good reputation. You know, so many people. There's nobody can say anything bad about me because I won't allow it. Because I won't give you something bad to say about me. I want to be known as that guy that you can trust and you can rely on. He's not a piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah. I fucking love wrestling, man.
You're one of the best, man.
I appreciate that. There's so many good guys out there, but
Uh,
if I'm one of the
They
best,
told that
you,
to me a couple weeks ago. Don't listen to them.
Yeah. Okay.
We both.
We're always the best.
Dang
Next week, the ref will be the best.
gotta use the same one.
it. Keep using the
The
same
guy, Murph will be on. You're one of the best.
Yeah. Oh. But we got to attest for it, we got the best tag team on here.
You're right. He'll have one of those too, but his will be different. He's the best jobber.
Yeah.
Or Murph.
You're right. He is the best at something, but that's different.
He wasn't good at managing or coming out and helping me.
Not at all.
He fucked every single thing up he was supposed to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Every time.
One way or another.
I mean, I guess the clock hits the same time twice in one day. The clock's right twice. I don't know how to say, whatever.
Okay. Oh, sorry. My last question for myself. Clearly you're a man of wrestling and the people. So I've asked this a few times to different people, so I can ask you as well, since you care so much. Is there one thing in wrestling? Well, if there is one thing in wrestling that you would like that you could change for the better, what would it be and why?
I would limit people's abilities to express themselves on social media.
Okay, that's smart.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because too many people feel validated too fast to say what they feel, and then later on it comes back, and it might not be because you can't put emotion to text or to writing. Absolutely. There's no way. People add their own emotion to it. They create what they want from it, and then it ends up backfiring and slapping you in the face.
Yep.
I think when you become a professional wrestler, you need to have some type of media training, because if you notice on my Facebook, I never have an opinion on anything unless it's something personal to me. Never with wrestling. 100%. Because too many people take your opinion, jot it down mentally, and then throw it back in your face later on. Yep. You don't need a fucking opinion. It doesn't involve you. Why do you need to be a part of it? Stay in your lane, get your fucking credentials, become a great talent, and never have anybody have anything bad to say about you. Absolutely. Too many people set themselves up for failure. I've done it to myself a few times. I learned my lessons. Failure is meant to be learned from, not repeated.
100%. You're up now.
My phone's at 20%.
We're almost done. We're almost at an hour, just so you know.
No, I'm just fucking with you, bro. It is at 20%, but I mean, I can plug it in. I don't care. I'll talk to you all night. No, my wife's upstairs, so that's more important. Sorry, y'all pretty as shit, but she's way better looking.
What I was gonna say before Brother Paul's question, when we were saying about Murph, it was at BR in 2021 December. I think Murph went around with index cards, and he wrote Dread King Logan on him and put him on the seats.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember.
Yeah, and he put him on the seats. So the guy next to me took the Dread King Logan and he put Logan and then he put apostrophe S and wrote Roadhouse under it. And I remember you grabbed it and ripped it. and then you clothesline Murph.
Yeah, he's fun to clothesline.
Yeah.
I forgot about those. I'm glad you said that because I actually have my.
You still have it?
I have my Dread King card signed by Dread King.
Nice. I still have it. Yeah.
Poor Murph. He is a special lad.
Yeah. He stood on his chair with the Dread King Logan sign, and wrestler Joe Coleman, he came out and punched him.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you.
Everybody's sitting across. I just look at him and I go, "So what's your deal, dude?" And he just goes, "Watch the show." And I'm just like,
I like when PCO beat his ass. That was fun.
Yeah.
He just blam, 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 blam.
Yeah.
I know PCO enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
See,
it.
these are the
He-
things I need to come back for, is to beat someone's ass like that.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you would love to punch Murph. He's like a
Dude,
you just could punch him all day and your fists are
he's
just
got a punch
perfect.
face. He really does.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we got the Dark Kingdom to beat up Murph?
Just for fun. Like in a parking lot.
Just randomly come in there and just beat him up.
Have that.
Yeah.
We'll invite him over for like s'mores and then just beat him up.
Works
Then
and
eat s'mores.
where he's at.
Yeah. We know where he
All the time.
works. So
I know two of his bosses, Jeremiah and a different boss. That's all I'll say. And I can call probably both of them and figure it out.
Oh,
Oh, it's setting it up now.
we can
we
set
know
the-
go get.
Set it up live.
Yeah.
it's a squared circle type of thing. We got this. We're gonna
Invite him in for a podcast and we'll show up from behind the sofas.
have a studio. We're gonna have a studio blend, and it's just
Like-
you
like
go
he's
from a
talking
podcast-
trash about Logan and Asmodeus, and then you slowly rise up from the sun.
Yeah. And then we just stuff a sock in his mouth so we don't have to hear him moan as we punch him.
Yeah.
We have him on, we talk about these two. He starts ragging, and then you just kind of casually look over, and they just come in from out of nowhere.
Yeah, that'd be great. Lights go out and they turn on and we're sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all.
Guys are gone.
Yeah, we're gone.
I like this is where this is going here.
Yeah.
And then there's a note, and it just says, "Have fun, Squirts, Reese, and Brother."
Best of
Yeah.
luck, Reese.
We left snacks.
Great. Best of luck. Oh crap.
Keep
I
the
like-
Don't
cameras.
break the equipment.
Don't, yeah. Just keep the cameras rolling while you beat
brawl,
him up.
Studio brawl throughout the studio, and it's just them beating him up on the cameras.
Yeah.
But we let you guys get some chops in.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Then the lights turn off and you guys reappear.
Right. Right.
Check the
Just being-
scraps.
Just sitting there eating pizza.
He's like they're injured, and we just come back and we're just,
Yeah.
Just recline the chair and dump them out.
what happened?
That'd be fucking awesome.
We just look at each other.
What-
What happened?
He's on the ground. What happened in here?
Yeah. You guys could have like the Austin Powers chairs where you recline it and you shoot them down a tube.
Yeah.
I'm not dead. I'm
Just-
really hurt.
Right. Can you call an ambulance while I'm down here? No, we're eating pizza. Calm down.
Only Murphy gets stuck in the tube like Augustus Gloop. He couldn't even go down the tube right.
Right.
Just bust out the whistle.
I'm just kidding, Murph. I love you.
He stops like the Grinch.
Yeah.
The 2 feet dangling.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Plunger his ass down.
Get down there.
Thunk.
Hilarious. I love it. You can say hi.
Let's go.
Where the hell is your ass the whole time?
Whoop.
Woo-woo!
That's not exactly the one. That's not Scotty. That's his brother Colin. But
Oh, he looks just like him.
yeah, that's his brother.
Yeah, they
So-
love
He
you.
loves me too, so whoop whoop.
It was,
I don't know, it's whoop whoop or poop poop, but whatever.
it was whoop whoop. It's an ice.
Poop poop's cool too. I mean, the shit rocks. Whatever.
But yeah, no, that's Scotty's brother. He's a big fan of yours as well.
Yeah.
Ah man, appreciate it.
He actually, as we were talking in the beginning, he commented and said, "Let's go, Dread King," like 45 times.
Did he cry when I lost?
Probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay, then he is a big fan because if he didn't, he's not really.
And then he put, I think in the comments as well, he put ... I'm on my way up there. Like, all right, I'll see you when you get up here. Just come
He
on.
could have sat his ass down.
Yeah, he's busy
Rude.
knowing him, but
Rita
Yeah.
said she cried too. She commented, said she
Oh.
cried as well.
oh, she did. I forgot about that. You're right.
Who?
Rita.
She put,
Oh, I know. A lot of people cried that night. Dawn did too.
and that's what she said. Hey, Dawn and I were crying as well. Yep.
I
That's
know.
true.
I love them ladies. They're special.
We all
Yeah.
have sad Dread King leaving us issues.
Yeah.
We're all
But
crying.
we had a fun podcast tonight, didn't we, boys?
We did.
We did.
You gave
Yes.
us a surprise with Asmo Dickhead.
Ah,
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
much love, brother.
It was a fantastic
Yeah.
surprise. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
happy.
glad you guys got me on finally.
Oh yeah,
That's my fault though. I mean, there's a couple times I was like,
the
I
first.
forgot.
Let's all be clear once again. This is just the first round. We're gonna have you back, but in person eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, I'd love to come in. Maybe
What's
we can talk about a recent show. Maybe I'll attend an IWR, and then we can all sit and talk about it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Dread King discusses Ohio IWR.
Yeah.
One of the Ohio ones.
As we speak, Trey Miguel is messaging me. Name drop, thank you.
That's wild.
Wow.
He's just out here. You know what? I'm famous. Look at me now.
Trey is awesome. He's helped me out so much. Him and I bonded. I'll tell you next time. Ask me how me and Trey became friends.
How did you and Trey become friends?
I said next time.
Oh, next
Next
time? I'm
time.
sorry. And I was like, what?
We'll save it. I gotta save some stories.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
We did an overnight car ride, but
Yeah.
we did. Long story short, Trey and I didn't put the music on, and we talked the entire fucking way there and the entire way home,
Nice.
Yeah.
and then we became brothers.
Sounds like a fantastic carpool karaoke.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great, dude.
Story time, type of thing. Hopefully.
Yeah.
What would you say is the funniest locker room prank type of thing that's been done, and has it happened? Like, was it you, or has it? How did it happen?
I don't do those.
No,
You don't do
nothing?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, I mean the worst thing I'll do is like pretend like somebody's not coming because Shane's called me a few times to try to trick Francine and like tell him I'm not gonna make it when he's on his way. But like other than that, like I think sometimes locker room pranks can get out of hand. People take things. It's just like typing on a computer. People don't take them very well.
That's very true. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. If someone was to hide my cape before I went out, I'd probably get really upset because you fuck everything up. I'm trying to get ready for a match.
Yep.
I mean, although we did steal the titles. Me and Zach did steal the titles from Forever Young and all them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We did film it and steal the titles.
That kind of counts.
Yeah, that
Right.
counts.
Yes. They never got them back.
Oh, that definitely counts then.
Mhm.
Yeah. They were my titles.
The greatest joke ended by them never getting them back.
Yeah.
The
Never.
greatest joke ever is when a company asks you to borrow your titles, the tag titles. But then you have to steal them back.
Ridiculous.
We can
All right,
talk
gents,
about that
I
next
actually
time,
have to
boys.
jump off of here. I got something to do.
I do
so-
too because my phone's going to die.
Uh-oh.
Logan,
You want
love
me
you.
to plug
Love
it
you
in,
guys.
boys? Love you, bro.
And I'll catch up with you guys later.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you guys want me to plug it in? Do you want to keep going?
I was gonna say we can go for a good 5 or 10 more minutes real quick.
Well, if it dies in the middle, you know why then.
That's fine.
All right.
We'll try to
Cool.
make do quick more things. You got anything else specific?
When we were
Ooh.
talking,
We'll do a few more things.
when we were talking earlier about death matches and stuff like that with the glass,
Yeah.
what would you say would be like your worst injury in wrestling?
Oh shit, man. Okay, so I could give you a couple. I had one where I was wrestling Margera and Orlando Christopher, and Orlando decided to wear all white that night.
Okay.
And when I got thrown out of the ring, and I was around the turnbuckle pole, and Margera threw a knee at me. When he hit me, my hand got caught on one of the bungee cord hooks
Okay.
and tore my finger all the way open.
Mm.
So I was pouring blood basically. I turned
Jeez.
Orlando into a Kool-Aid jammer that night.
Wow.
And then I think another bad one is I wrestled Nolan Edward at Paradigm, and I laid him across steps, but the steps going to the ring, but they're wood, which I was like pulling nails out of earlier. And I do that running cannonball.
Yeah.
Well, he moved, and I hit the wood steps going full speed, and I thought I broke my spine.
Yeah.
And then he ended up hitting me with a twist flip on the ground, and then hit me with a diving headbutt inside the ring. And I couldn't even walk after.
Wow.
I got knocked out at Paradigm. I did a top rope leg drop, got caught into a power bomb, and it knocked me out cold to the point where I was stiff in the air. And there's an ongoing joke now because I went outside and threw up 3 times. I don't remember getting out there. And I remember looking at my buddy Dylan Derringer, if you know who he is.
Yeah.
He was like helping me, and I go, "You can go inside." And he went inside, and I couldn't figure out how to get into the building because I was so fucked up. And I just remember looking up at the stars and going, "What state am I in?" So now the ongoing joke is, have you ever looked at the stars and wondered what state you're in? Like I get that joke a lot from my boys because I was so out of it. I've had a lot of crazy shit, dude. Like I broke my ankle against Eric Ely.
Hmm.
Never went to the hospital. I just walked around with a cane until it healed.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done a lot of I've had a lot of serious injuries I probably should have went to the hospital for. In fact, I had my back x-rayed at one point because I thought my spine was deteriorating. Like the discs I thought were fucked up. And he said, no, you just have really bad nerve damage. So this part of my back, I can't feel anything.
Okay.
So wrestling's done its toll on me, boys. Like it's I've given it as much as it's given me, I'll tell you that. I mean, every IWR match is like a car accident for me.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
I mean, you've seen some of the shit. Those guys are a lot bigger than me. When I get thrown around, I'm heavy. I'm like 230, so it's a lot getting crashed down. And they're big.
Right.
And I give it my all every time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not young, Like I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I'm not a young dude.
Red King's 28. We all know it.
Yeah.
Yep, 28. That's all day, every year. But it's wrong of me not to give it my all. I feel like I cheat everybody if I don't go out there and give it my all every time. I don't care if there's one person out there or 5 million. It's not right for you to go out there if you're paying money and to see what I'm doing and not to give you everything that I can possibly give you.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when there's big matches, Especially when they're putting me in a position of great responsibility.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
carried the company on my shoulders for a couple months, being the champion.
Most
That's the
definitely.
face of the company.
Yes,
Definitely.
you definitely did.
A couple main events, some really awesome matches, told some great stories.
Yeah. You did a great job. I mean, you're the best champion.
I think it was like 252 days I was champion or something.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah.
you and Trey were the two longest champions. I remember that.
Yeah, I wanted to beat Trey's record so bad.
So
Yeah.
close. I'm pretty sure too.
I don't know if he did or if I don't remember what his number was, but I think Tom might have taken mine.
Tom's close, I believe.
I better come back soon, shouldn't I? Beat his ass.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I mean, if Rhino doesn't, you could.
I think Rhino's gonna beat him. Personally, I think Dad's gonna beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. The reason being is I've wrestled Rhino, and I know when he wants to really put you down, he's gonna put you down.
Absolutely.
And he's sick of Tom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of us are.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like the CWR Tom.
I don't like that he calls himself a king.
That's fair.
No, we only have one king, and it's Jet King Logan.
Damn right. Technically, though, he is the only king in IWR right now.
Well, he's a make-believe king.
Yeah, he does walk a fantasy world, doesn't he?
I don't see a crown on his head, and I don't see people bowing at his feet.
Yeah.
Touche.
So
I don't know, boys.
I see a title around his waist that he stole.
Yeah.
Due to Johnny Bravo, but
Yeah. How you like that, huh?
Oh man.
Yeah.
How you, like,
Bravo.
you guys Bravo fans?
I like Johnny Bravo by himself.
So Bravo by
Canadian
himself.
owner with the CWO, no.
Yeah, he is kind of a jerk in the group thing. I mean, he put a pole up my ass and shoved me into the ropes, which caused Tom to hit me with the power bomb.
Yeah.
I had that too. I had that.
Yeah.
Sounds like once you take the title back, you need a good 5-minute match with Bravo.
Bravo.
And whip him.
Yeah. Go ECW kendo sticks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Dreamer at? Sign him up.
I'd take 5 minutes with Bravo in the ring anytime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would.
I think
Yeah.
almost everyone in IWR would.
Brother Paul will take 5 minutes with him.
He just better not wear a tie that day because I'll wring his neck.
Oh. Suggest you not wear white either. It's gonna be a very bloody night.
Won't be mine.
That's awesome.
You know what, though? I respect what he does for his boys. He does look out for his team.
He does.
He really does.
He does his job well. He cost me a title.
Not to mention he's putting in a lot of work in other companies as well.
Mm-hmm.
He gets around the man. The man's a businessman.
He's a fantastic manager for Nate Matson in a different company. He does bigger things backstage in a more bigger company. He does
He mentored me for a while.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentored me behind the scenes for a while too. I mean, he's very smart. He helped me out a lot. And then he got paired up with Tom. It cost me a title. You know.
Yeah.
Weasel your way in, slide your way out.
Sounds like we need Shane Douglas to, come in, take out the Johnny
What?
situation.
Maybe Shane and I,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tom and Johnny,
Yeah.
Tommy and Johnny,
Yeah.
Shaney and Logie.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Little tag manager and, tag team match.
Yep, that'd be fun. If I ever decide.
Oof.
Never know.
The big F.
Yeah.
I am itchy. I am antsy. I do sit around here.
We all really hope it happens. So only time can tell, and we just have to wait it out.
That's definitely
Right?
But I believe with that, we're gonna try to slowly edge our way to the end.
Cool.
Anything else you would like to ask or add on? Or you think you're good for now?
I'm good for now. Thank you once again for coming on.
Oh, boys, it's been great.
It's fantastic having you for the first time. Once again, once you're ready and we're able, we'll figure it out. We'll have you in person.
Yep.
More stories with Dread King, but live in person next time.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a more entertaining, fun time.
Yeah, man, I'm in for it.
Maybe we'll have another surprise. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely not Big Murph. Maybe a punch.
I would just hang up.
Yeah.
He walks in. Oh, you guys lost me. I'm leaving.
I would just boop. That would be it. Have a good night.
Can't do it. So
No.
yeah,
I did it for 6 months at IWR. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, that's all you need.
I'm lucky I kept my title when he was around.
For real. I feel like he did that on purpose to make you lose it.
Bro, I tried to jump off his back once and he bent his arms and I ate shit.
That's true.
I'm good.
I do remember that.
Yeah, it can't even be a foundation.
Weird. Really bad.
Yeah.
Weird guy.
But yeah, like we said, absolutely had a fantastic time. Thank you for coming aboard, sharing some of your stories, and answering some questions we had.
Thanks for the surprise and having time with me. Oop, you got 10% battery left.
Absolutely. We're gonna go thank our sponsors real quick, and then from there on, we'll let you go charge your phone and get to your queen, and we'll do our thing.
Appreciate you.
So, with that being said, we want to thank our sponsors, which for the love and support for each and every episode, which will be the Mid Cannabis, the Smokers Society, FU Wrestling, 8 Mile Vodka, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, Lane's Pizzeria, The Little Brown Jug, IWR, Dudes Talking Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Edge, Craving Sports Cards and Collectibles, Driving with Jess, and Nerdy Designs. Thank you all for your love and support. Please join us next week on Monday at 7 p.m. where we will be live. Next guest. No, jeez. He probably won't be here for a while if that happens. With our guest and our next topic, which will come out sometime next week.
Who's the guest?
That's a good question. Who's our guest?
Our guest is...
I'm not even prepared. I forgot. What do we got?
Well, now I'm interested. You sold me.
Chuck Colton.
Oh, Chuck Colding. Right.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Chuck Colton.
Yeah. He should be an excited and fun guest.
He should have a bunch of stories for you.
He'll actually be getting ready to come home from a show in Las Vegas that he's doing the same day of the show.
Nice.
Right on.
Like, I'll be at the airport just getting ready to fly home from Las Vegas. Like, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. That should be interesting.
Hopefully he'll have won his match and he'll be happy and have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably got so many stories to tell you, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know him too well, but I know he's been around.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool, boys.
Yeah, but we're excited. Michigan's
maybe I'll see you guys at an IWR show as a fan.
The Michigan game's happening right now, and they're screaming outside, so something's going on.
We hope to see you at IWR as a fan, if not as a wrestler, as a fan.
We'll
Never
see
know.
eventually, but whether it's as a fan or a wrestler is the question.
You guys should go check out Chaos Wrestling too when you get a chance.
Yeah, I've seen some of their
Absolutely.
videos.
Yeah,
it looks
for sure.
awesome.
They just released a bunch of IWR or IWTV
Nice.
shit. So go check them out. There's the
Absolutely.
like the XIW versus Chaos Cage match. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I have IWTV. I'll definitely have to check it out then.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for taking all the time to do the research also, boys. It's important that you guys know your shit, and I was really impressed, so thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We put in as much-
I come on some of these podcasts, and they're like, so who are you? I'm like, what the fuck? You asked me.
We'll most likely have different and more info as well next time, so it's all right.
I don't go too deep.
Well, We're full
There's
of
a bottom.
stuff. Oh yeah, there's always a bottom, and then happens. But yes, thank you for coming on, and we shall see you guys next week with Chuck Colding. And with that being said, I am Brother Paul. That's Reese. This is the Dread King signing off. Sayonara. And
Have a great night, everyone.